Hello everyone, welcome to DivK Learner, where we move a bit forward daily. A big shout out to all IT champions. You are the magic maker turning challenges into solution. Today we are exploring some of most powerful DAX functions like COUNTROWS, COUNTX, DISTINCTCOUNT, and DISTINCTCOUNT no blank. Ever wondered how to count rows, handle unique values, or exclude blanks in Power BI? By the end of this video, you will understand how and when to use these DAX functions to simplify your analysis and make your data model more efficient. Before we jump in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. You'll never miss a step in the Power BI journey. Here at DivK Learner, we empower you to take a bit forward daily with the practical tips and powerful techniques. Ready? Let's get started. So just to show you, these are the functions that we are talking about today. We are talking about the count rows, count X, distinct count columns, distinct count no rows or no blanks. So just to show you the practical aspect of this, we have created an example. We'll be talking about them. So let's take up the first one where we are talking about the count rows. So what does count rows do? Count rows the number of rows in the specified table or in the table defined by an expression. It handles blank, no. Evaluates expression, no. So I've taken two columns. One of them is the text format. I'll just take you there. In the my data set is the fruit shops data, and I have two columns in which I've put in all the examples. So the first column that I'm talking about is the quantity available, which has some null values, some Boolean values, some NA not available values, and its format is text. The other one is quantity available only in int. So this is nothing, but this is a function. If you want to do more about this function, look at my previous video in which I've started giving you the information about all the DAX functions. So in this one, in this particular column, we are just taking out the values which are not which cannot be converted into numbers, or which can be converted into the numbers, and this is having only values in int. So we are expecting that the people who are putting in the values have some kind of flaw there. The validation is not there, and they are putting in the false or incorrect data. And so we are correcting the data here. So now very quickly, the first function that we were talking about, which is count rows. So if I take you to this data set, we have created some measures. One of the measures is count rows fruit measure, where we are counting the rows in the fruit shop data, and we get 26. Then we have the other card control in which we are checking the count rows fruit or order measure 2, in which we are only in which we are counting the non-blank values. So all no blank values of the quantity available only int. So we have 26 values in the first column that we have here, and in this column we have only 19 value, which are a 17 value, which can be converted into the numbers. Then the next thing is no blank quantity. So the no blank quantity, what does this do? We are talking about the COUNTX. So COUNTX, the number of rows that contains a number or an expression that evaluates to a number when evaluating an expression over a table. So basically, if you understand it in the normal layman term, we are using this function called control X. By putting a name of the table, the first argument that it takes is the name of the table, and then the next thing it takes is the argument on the basis of which we want the calculation to be done. So if you see here, the first table is non-blank quantity. So again, I'm talking about the quantity available, which is a text field, and I'm saying just count X them. So it is giving me 26, which is equivalent to count the number of rows. In the second one, what I'm doing is I'm using the available data quantity available only int, which is numeric value, and it is giving me 18 because it is finding the remaining values as either blank or it is not convertible to integer. So that is 18. If I go to the next one, which is yeah. So let's go to the next one, which is distinct count. So if we talk about the distinct count counts the number of distinct values in a column, right? So that's the formula, which is called distinct count. It gives you handles no, it gives you an evaluate expression as no as well. So you can see I've created two measures, one with the quantity available and the other one with the quantity available only int. So you can see the difference is, this is the first one is giving me 20. The other one is giving me 17. Right? So if you see in this, we have different values. We have values which are numeric. We have values like space. We have NA. We have Boolean expression like true and false. That's the reason it is giving us the answer as 20. When we are going to the distinct count, we will only have the distinct values, which are like these, which are distinct values as 17. And when we say about 17, we see that there are like these many empty rows and some of them are duplicated. So it is giving you only the distinct values, which are including null, empty, and everything. Then the next one is about the distinct count, no blank. So we are doing the same thing, exactly the same thing, except that we are using the distinct count, no blank. So it will remove the null values. And that's the reason it is giving you 20 here and 16 in the second row. So you can see there are two differences that I'm trying to highlight here. One is showing you the difference or counting the numbers, because if we have the null value in the quantity available, because it's of a text type, we are still counting the null values. If it is here, quantity only in int, we will not be counting the null values. So that is all the examples that I wanted to show you. And so what we have covered is we have covered 4 methods, which are count rows, count X, distinct count, and distinct count no column. So I thank you for watching DivK Learner, where we move a bit forward daily. If this video helped you understand the DAX function, give it a thumbs up, share it with your network, and subscribe for more Power BI insight. Try these functions in your data model and let us know your experience in the comments. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.